My name is YVONNE Orji. I am a comedian, actress, and writer based out in Los Angeles, California. But I represent Nigeria all day long. I'm from I live in Port Harcourt, and I'm from Anambra State, Ihiala. Ndibo Kwenu, hey. I was born in Port Harcourt. I moved to the States when I was 6, and my father made it a point for us to come back home very frequently. So after we stayed in the States for about 7 years, we now made the voyage home every year. I wear Nigeria on my heart and my sleeve, even on my arm. I have Nigeria they carry last on me. So it's Nigeria is definitely home. It's definitely home. I mean, I enjoy having kind of the best of both worlds because I'm equal parts American as I am Nigerian, but my Nigerian experiences influence the way I am in America. So in 2006, I entered the Miss Nigeria and American pageant. And during the pageant, I needed a talent and I didn't have one. And so I did the only logical thing to do. I prayed, and loud as day, I heard God tell me to do comedy. And I said, Baba, you are very mistaken. Nigerians are not the easiest audiences. I was like, I will not be booed. I just bought a dress. And he came back and he said, well, what else do you have? And honestly, God, I had no other talent. So I just sat there. I wrote a 5-minute set about what was funny growing up Nigerian in America. And by the grace of God, people laughed. And then somebody was like, do you do weddings? I said, I'm by mitzvahs. I do it all. In fact, if a baby showers, funerals, I'm there. If you show up to Hollywood and you're a black actress, it's like, oh, great. Get in line with the other 2,000 black actresses who showed up this month to try and make it in Hollywood. But then if you say, hey, I'm a Nigerian American stand-up comic who does clean humor, who, goes into accents, who talks about observational comedy from an international perspective. And so it's like, oh, okay, so now you're peeling back so many layers and you find a thing that kind of sets you apart from the rest of the mold. So comedy was my way in to one, being able to perform, or having a platform to perform. If you say you're an actress and you're like, oh great, what have you been in? Well, there was that one time that my mom told me to do something for her on her iPhone, and so it's like, you haven't been in anything, right? But if you say you're a comedian, I can say, hey, come to my show at the Comedy Union. I'm performing, bring a friend. It's easier for people to see what talent you're trying to portray. It's tangible as a old boys club. I mean, it's the same as it in Nigeria. It's all over. Like, comedy is mostly male dominated, and so it never fails. Whenever I show up to a comedy club, somebody will see me and say, "Oh, are you singing, Madame? The song says comedy club," or "Oh, are you doing spoken word?" Again, comedy club. And so I always tell people it's very funny. It's like, I guess in the States you can't be slim, pretty, and funny. And so I guess I break all of those.